Okay, so today we're diving into the world of luxury real estate in Marbella, Spain. Sun-drenched beaches, those beautiful villas, a lifestyle that just screams like dolce vita. But is it all about the beachfront? Or do those hillside properties have something special to offer?
Well, Marbella has become a real hotspot for international buyers, and for good reason. I mean, you've got that sunny climate, upscale amenities. It's a very international vibe, and the real estate market has a really solid track record. But you're right, there is a choice to make, beachfront or hillside.
Right, and I think we've all seen those pictures, the glamorous beachfront properties, direct access to the sand, the sound of the waves. It's pretty idyllic. But I'm guessing there's got to be more to it than meets the eye, right?
Mhm.
What are the downsides to that beachfront dream?
Yeah, so let's talk about capital appreciation for a second. That just means the increase in the value of an asset over time. And while beachfront properties in Marbella do tend to have strong capital appreciation, they also come with a higher price tag. You're paying for that prime location, and all the lifestyle that comes with it.
So maybe beachfront isn't always the best investment, even with that potential for high returns.
Not necessarily. It really depends on your investment goals. Like if you're looking for strong rental income, beachfront properties are usually a safe bet. Think vacationers, right? They love being close to the action and they're willing to pay a premium for it. But if you're thinking more long term, capital appreciation and a quieter lifestyle, then hillside might be the way to go.
That makes a lot of sense. So beachfront, it's that high energy vacation vibe, while hillside offers a more like tranquil retreat. But what about the properties themselves? What are the typical features and amenities, beachfront versus hillside?
Well, with beachfront properties, you often see features that cater to that oceanfront lifestyle. Private beach access, infinity pools overlooking the Mediterranean, sometimes even boat docks. It's all about maximizing those sea views and that connection to the water.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty amazing. I can see why
Mhm.
beachfront is so popular. But what about hillside? What sets those properties apart?
Hillside properties are all about embracing the tranquility and privacy that comes with being tucked away in the hills. So think expansive gardens, large terraces with those panoramic views, and infinity pools that seem to disappear into the horizon. It's that sense of escape, a real retreat.
So it's almost like choosing between two different worlds.
Yeah.
The vibrant energy of the beachfront or the peaceful serenity of the hillside? How do you know which one's right for you? It's almost like choosing between two delicious desserts. How do you know which one's going to hit the spot?
Well, you have to consider your lifestyle and what you're really looking for in a Marbella property. Are you thinking about a vacation home that you'll rent out part of the year? Or is it more of a long-term investment or a peaceful retreat for yourself and your family?
That's a good question. I guess it all comes down to understanding your why, like why Marbella in the first place,
Mhm.
and what kind of experience are you hoping to have?
Exactly. Your why will guide you to the property type that aligns with your goals and your vision for, your Marbella lifestyle.
Now, I'm curious about security, especially with these luxury properties.
Hmm.
I imagine it's a top concern for buyers. Is there a difference between beachfront and hillside in terms of security measures?
That's a great question. Security is paramount, especially in this market. And both beachfront and hillside properties in Marbella tend to have really robust security measures. We're talking gated communities, 247 patrols, advanced surveillance systems, sometimes even private security. It's pretty standard for luxury developments, regardless of location.
So no matter which you choose, you can feel confident that your property is well protected. That's reassuring.
Absolutely. Safety and security are top priorities in Marbella's luxury real estate market. Developers understand that buyers at this level expect a certain standard and they go to great lengths to provide it.
Okay, so we've covered location, basic amenities, security, but what about the look and feel of these properties? I mean, Marbella has a unique aesthetic. What can you tell us about the architectural styles that define these luxury homes?
Yeah, that's a great point. Marbella's architectural landscape is as diverse as its natural beauty. You'll find everything from sleek modern villas to those traditional Andalusian estates. Really, there's a style for every taste.
So let's dive into that world of design and architecture in our next segment. We'll explore the architectural trends that are shaping Marbella's luxury real estate market and how they contribute to that unique charm and appeal, both beachfront and hillside. I'm ready for my architectural crash course. We were just talking about the variety in Marbella's architecture. It sounds like there's a lot to unpack there. Where should we start?
Well, one style that never goes out of fashion in Marbella is classic Mediterranean. Think whitewashed walls, terracotta roofs, graceful arches, and courtyards with tons of greenery. It really captures that warmth and charm of the region.
I can picture it now. The sunlight streaming through those arches, the scent of bougainvillea. It sounds so inviting.
And the great thing is, it's a very versatile style. It
Mm.
works beautifully for both beachfront and hillside properties. Imagine like a beachfront villa with expansive terraces, an infinity pool that blends right into the sea, all with those classic Mediterranean touches.
So you get those incredible sea views, but you still have that traditional charm. What about hillside properties? How does that Mediterranean style fit in there?
Well, the beauty of Mediterranean design is that it really integrates so well with the hillside environment. Picture a villa nestled on a slope, terraces cascading down towards the sea, using those traditional elements like terracotta tiles, wrought iron
It
accents.
sounds like a perfect blend of nature and design. Are there any other architectural styles that are popular in Marbella?
Yeah, another style that's gaining traction, especially among international buyers, is contemporary architecture. Think clean lines, geometric shapes, floor-to-ceiling windows, and minimalist interiors.
That sounds like a big change from that traditional Mediterranean style. Is it more common for certain types of properties?
Well, contemporary architecture is a really natural fit for beachfront properties. Those big windows are perfect for showcasing the coastal views, but it's also becoming more popular for hillside villas. Architects are getting really creative, finding ways to blend contemporary design into that hillside landscape. Like imagine a villa that's partially built into the slope of the hill with terraces that offer these panoramic views of the surroundings.
So contemporary design can work in both settings. It's all about the architect's vision, their ability to work with the natural landscape.
Exactly. And then we have a style that kind of bridges the gap between traditional and contemporary, modern and illusion.
Modern Andalusian. It sounds like an interesting mix. What are the key elements there?
Because it's all about blending those classic Andalusian elements, things like terracotta tiles, wrought iron accents, the whitewashed walls, but combining them with more modern features. Open floor plans, minimalist interiors. It's a way of honoring the region's heritage while embracing a more contemporary aesthetic.
And where would we typically find modern Andalusian architecture in Marbella?
It's becoming popular for both beachfront and hillside properties. On the beachfront, it creates this like relaxed sophistication, and on the hillside, it just blends beautifully with the natural surroundings.
That sounds like Marbella really offers a diverse architectural landscape. There's something for everyone, no matter what their taste.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that makes Marbella's real estate market so unique. It's a real melting pot of styles, reflecting the town's history and that cosmopolitan feel.
Let's move beyond the architectural styles for a moment. When we're talking about luxury properties, what are some of the other features and amenities that really define those high-end homes in Marbella?
Well, luxury in Marbella is all about those extra touches that elevate the entire living experience. Features that go beyond the basics, things that cater to a more discerning clientele.
Can you give us some examples? What are some of those must-have luxury features?
Well, infinity pools are almost a given in these luxury properties. They create that seamless transition from the villa to the landscape, whether it's the sea or the hills.
I can picture that now. Floating in an infinity pool, a glass of wine, watching the sunset over the Mediterranean. It's like a dream.
Exactly. And then you've got the spacious terraces. They're essential for outdoor living, especially with Marbella's incredible climate.
Sounds like outdoor living is a big part of the Marbella lifestyle.
Oh, absolutely. And those terraces usually come with breathtaking views, whether you're looking out over the sea or the mountains. It's all about maximizing those panoramic vistas.
So we've got infinity pools, we've got spacious terraces, those incredible views. What other amenities might we find in these high-end homes?
Many luxury villas in Marbella have state-of-the-art kitchens, fully equipped gyms, home cinemas, wine cellars, sometimes even private spas. It's designed to be a complete luxury experience.
It sounds like you could easily spend weeks in one of these villas and never want to leave. You've got everything you need right there.
That's exactly the idea. These homes are designed to be private sanctuaries where you can escape from it all and just relax and enjoy pure luxury.
It's very enticing. But let's get a little more practical for a moment. Let's talk about the actual process of investing in Marbella real estate. We've discussed the lure, the features. But what about the legal and financial side of things? What do buyers need to know?
That's a really important point. It's crucial to approach any real estate investment with a clear understanding of those legal and financial implications, especially when you're buying in a foreign country.
So what are some key things that buyers should be aware of when they're navigating the Marbella market?
Well, first and foremost, The legal framework in Spain is very well established and transparent, but it's always a good idea to work with a reputable lawyer who specializes in Spanish real estate law.
So legal expertise is crucial.
Absolutely. They can guide you through the process, make sure all the paperwork is in order, and protect your interests.
What about the financial side of things? Are there specific things that foreign buyers need to know about investing in Marbella?
Yes, there are certain taxes and fees associated with buying property in Spain. Things like property transfer tax, VAT, stamp duty, legal fees. It's important to factor those costs into your budget. You want to make sure you understand the full financial picture before you commit.
Makes sense. And what about financing? Can foreign buyers get mortgages in Spain?
Yes, many Spanish banks do offer mortgages to foreign buyers, but the terms and conditions can vary. It's worth shopping around, comparing different mortgage options.
So it's good to consult with a financial advisor who specializes in these international mortgages.
Exactly. They can help you navigate all the complexities and find the best mortgage for your needs.
Okay, so we've got legal expertise, financial planning, mortgage options.
Yeah.
Any other practical considerations when investing in Marbella real estate?
Well, it's important to think about your long-term plans for the property. Are you primarily buying it as a vacation home, a rental investment, or potentially as a permanent residence?
Right, that's a key question. And the answer will probably influence your choice of property and location.
Exactly. If you're planning to rent out the property, you'll need to think about factors like proximity to amenities, transport links, and of course, the potential rental income.
What about property management? Is that something buyers need to think about?
It's definitely worth considering. A lot of luxury properties in Marbella are part of managed communities. They take care of things like gardening, pool maintenance, and security. That can be a big plus for buyers who aren't living there full time.
So it takes some of the hassle out of owning a property abroad.
Exactly. And even for those who aren't living there year round, professional property management services can be really helpful. They can handle everything from repairs to key holding, guest services.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into Marbella real estate. We've talked about the appeal, the architectural styles, and those practical considerations. But there's one more crucial aspect we need to discuss, the Marbella lifestyle.
You're absolutely right. Investing in Marbella is about more than just bricks and mortar. It's about buying into a certain way of life, a lifestyle that's synonymous with sunshine, relaxation, and a touch of glamour.
So let's shift gears in our next segment and really explore that Marbella lifestyle. We'll dive into what makes this town so special, from its social scene to its outdoor activities, and that unique blend of international flair and Spanish charm. So we've talked about the properties, the practical side of investing in Marbella, but now I really want to hear more about that Marbella lifestyle. What's the vibe? What's it like?
Well, imagine a place where sunshine is pretty much guaranteed, the food is amazing, and there's just this feeling of joy and relaxation in the air. That's Marbella in a nutshell.
It sounds pretty appealing, I have to say. But what about the social scene? What makes it so special? What sets it apart from other, coastal destinations?
Marbella has this really interesting mix of international glamour and authentic Spanish charm. So you've got chic beach clubs that are always buzzing, world-class restaurants serving everything from, Michelin-starred cuisine to traditional tapas. And the nightlife is really vibrant, caters to all tastes.
It sounds like there's something for everyone. Are there any particular places, events that really capture that Marbella social life? Something that would give someone a taste of what it's like to be part of that scene.
Yeah, well, Puerto Banús is a must-see. It's a luxury marina full of super yachts, designer boutiques, trendy restaurants. It's like the epitome of Marbella's glamorous side. And then there's the Marbella Club, this iconic hotel that's been a favorite of celebrities and royalty for decades. It embodies that timeless elegance that Marbella is known for.
So you've got the glitz, the glamour, a bit of history, and this vibrant international scene.
Yeah.
What about those of us who maybe prefer a slightly more laid-back experience? Does Marbella have anything to offer people seeking a quieter pace?
Oh, absolutely. The Old Town is just charming. It's a labyrinth of narrow streets, whitewashed houses, little plazas filled with flowers, perfect for leisurely strolls, finding those hidden tapas bars, just soaking up that authentic Spanish atmosphere.
It sounds like a world away from the hustle and bustle of Puerto Banús. Yeah. A nice contrast.
Exactly. And that's what's great about Marbella. It offers that balance between, high energy and relaxed charm. You can easily switch between the two depending on your mood.
We've talked about the social scene, but Marbella isn't just about nightlife and restaurants, right? What about outdoor activities?
Yeah.
What does it offer people who love, an active lifestyle?
Well, Marbella's natural beauty makes it perfect for all sorts of outdoor pursuits. You've got over 320 sunny days a year, so you can enjoy world-class golf courses, hiking in the Sierra Blanca Mountains, water sports like sailing, paddleboarding, windsurfing.
It sounds like a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts.
Hmm.
And of course, we can't forget those beautiful beaches.
Of course. Marbella's coastline is just dotted with these golden beaches, and each one has its own character. Whether you're looking for a lively beach with beach bars and water sports, or a secluded cove for some peace and quiet, you'll find it in Marbella.
This all sounds incredible, but what does it actually feel like to live in Marbella? What would a typical day look like for someone who calls this place home?
Well, imagine waking up to sunshine streaming through your windows. You have breakfast on your terrace, overlooking the sea or the mountains. You spend the day exploring the town, enjoying amazing food, maybe hitting the beach or the golf course. And then you end the day with a glass of wine watching the sunset.
It sounds idyllic. But is it really all sunshine and roses? Are there any downsides to living in Marbella?
Well, like any place, it has its quirks. The summer months can get pretty crowded and traffic can be a bit of a challenge sometimes. But for most people, the pros definitely outweigh the cons.
It sounds like you really need to experience Marbella to truly understand it. It's more than just a place. It's a feeling, a way of life.
I completely agree. Marbella gets under your skin. It's a place that stays with you long after you've left.
This deep dive has been amazing. Marbella really does sound like an incredible place to invest, not just in property, but in a whole new way of life. As we wrap up, I have one final question for our listeners. If you could picture yourself in Marbella right now, where would you be? Sipping cocktails at a chic beach club, exploring those charming streets in the old town, hiking in those mountains. That image might just hold the key to finding your perfect piece of Marbella paradise. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.